Ciao, I'm Kate Portanova, your host, Italy Experience Guide, and lifelong lover of all things Florence. This podcast is your ticket to discovering the authentic side of Florence and Italy, one story, one dish, and one piazza at a time. Whether you're dreaming of sipping espresso in a bustling cafe, wandering cobblestone streets filled with history, or connecting with locals to experience La Vera Italia, you're in the right place. Join me as I share my journey of living, breathing, and embracing Florence's beauty, culture, and charm. Along the way, we'll explore slow travel, cultural immersion, and the simple joys of Italian life, with plenty of insider tips and heartfelt stories to inspire your next adventure. So grab your cappuccino, before noon of course, and let's dive into the magic of Florence together. Ciao everybody! Welcome back to Florence and Me. This is Katie from Truly Italy. Truly Italy is a company I created back in 2019 where I focus on slow travel, connecting with locals, and just finding a place that you want to belong when you're on vacation. This episode's all about the apartment we almost bought in Tuscany. And if this is the first episode you're listening to about my life and what this company and this podcast is all about, go back a few more episodes and you can get the whole rundown there. So a few weeks ago, Stefano and I connected with a agent in Tuscany because we found an apartment in Radicondoli that we wanted to purchase because we have the cash. So we got on this video call. This agent was beyond his years, very a veteran, I will say, very Tuscan-like because he was joking with Stefano. Tuscans they're very big on humor. So Stefano was in my office. He had the day off of work. So he came over, had this call with Antonio. He started taking notes and it just went really fast. And he was writing down all the things we need to get to this agent before November. Because in November, we're going back to Radicondoli to search more. That's our plan. But we were going to close on this house. So we're very excited. And when Stefano left that day, I felt, okay, maybe this is it. This is a sign. It was very smooth. We felt like he was telling us the truth, blah, 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 blah. So it moved on into a few days later, my body started, my mind was saying, yes, this is good. But my body was like, no, no, no. I was feeling this tightness in my chest. I had this on my right leg started to cramp up in my glutes and my hamstrings. And anything I did, from yoga to just regular stretching to meditating, and I went sound healer, which I'll tell you about in a second, nothing worked. I was so enamored with the fact that we are on that next step of moving back to Tuscany. And I'm like, no, ignore it. It's not about that. You're just tight. You've been working out a lot. You've been moving a lot. I had to move the gym where I work. I had to help move equipment. It's all from that. So I kept telling myself, no, it's fine. And my body kept getting louder and louder and louder, where at a certain point, I was in a lot of pain and foam rolling. Nothing would let this tightness, especially my hamstrings, go. It was so incredibly tight. That week, I actually went to my sound healer, luckily, and she reiterated the fact, is your body is telling you no. So you know what is right for you, and your body is telling you, so stop ignoring it. So I took that information. I got a little emotional during that session, and I took that information with me, and I said, to the sound healer, I'm like, hey, I'm really scared to talk to my husband about this because Stefano was so excited. He's like, this is going to be a great Airbnb. It's perfect, blah, blah, blah. Went on and on. I'm like, okay, I see your point. There's something about this place that is just not right. And one thing is that there was no window in the bedroom. And I am a person that loves natural light. I need light in my life. Our house now, I have situated my desk now in our loft so that the window is in front of me. So I feel this light. I just need light. But therein came other problems after the fact. So my initial reaction saved us making a huge mistake because a week later, we found out that this apartment was owned by two people that are now deceased. And in Italy, when somebody has deceased and somebody else is trying to sell it, it's not part of the family. It's a long bureaucratic process. So that was the final blow. And I said, absolutely not. We're not doing this. The pressure that I hinted to before was that Stefano had, and so did I, is tied to the feeling I talked about in my latest Substack, actually my latest blog post. I will be writing a Substack about it, about just the feeling of being unwelcome under this current administration and these ICE raids that are still happening all over the country, kidnapping innocent people, law-abiding citizens, people that are legally here, green cards and all this stuff. I feel like this is why the pressure has been building for both me and Stefano, as we start to take this journey back across the ocean. So it was important for me to sit with that feeling, sit with the feeling that my body was telling me no, and to understand that the right place is going to come at the right time. I mean, the same feelings I had of urgency and stuff goes all the way back to 2020. Paid this woman over $10,000 thinking that she was going to help me make more money, and I made nothing. I just lost $10,000. And towards the end of that whole relationship, I started noticing a pattern with what I was being exposed to and then what I was falling for when it comes to marketing and sales. And like, I get it. We all get it. We get it on the daily with emails constantly from different brands telling us that we need this for that. And especially as we age, women, we get constant bombardment with how to look younger and stuff like that. Before that, I had jobs that promised me a lot of money, from working at Orange Theory to working at a traveling personal training company. Like, all of them promised me a lot of money, and I believe them. And the urgency to get money or to just fill my bank account thinking I was going to make all this money totally took me away from the fact that the job that I was doing, I liked it, but I was mostly thinking about the money. I was mostly thinking about the urgency of like, oh, I need to have this money so we could buy a house. We can do this, we can do that. And in the end, all of that, even at the time, I believe there was probably some sort of body response I was not listening to. But it brings me back to this present moment of the fact that now, in a really big decision where we could have lost a lot of money on an apartment that we really didn't fully like, it was just because it was available and we have the cash to pay for it right now without selling our house, which we'll eventually do. I also just recently bought a discounted course from this very prominent entrepreneur, sales marketer. I've been following her for a while through emails because she's not on social media. And I went to go buy this email nurture course of hers, and immediately it gave me a discounted price, like more than half off. And I bought it. And then immediately after that, there was another prompt that said, hey, get my full course for life for half off. And this was like a $2,000 course. And I'm like, oh, and she's saying this, and she's saying that. And I sat with it for the time allotted until the timer went out and I didn't get, the discount would have been expired. And I said to myself, okay, if I really want this in a month, a year, I'm going to figure out how to pay for it. But right now, I don't have the money. I don't want to spend the money. I don't have the time to focus on all the systems that she had in place, which in my mind thought like that's going to make me money, or that's going to make Truly Italy more discoverable on Google if I use her systems. And then I just kept saying, not right now, not right now, not right now. And my body just calmed. Now, it's been a few weeks since that apartment, and I do not have any pain in my leg, my glutes, where I was feeling it during this whole process. So I truly, honestly believe in listening to your body when it comes to any decision. I'm not going to let fear and scarcity dictate these next steps that we have coming up, because as much as like things the universe seems to be throwing a lot of like fastballs at me, going like, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? Hey. And my gut is like saying, whoa, let's pump the brakes. Like, my gut has always known and is always going to give me the right answer when I sit with it and I listen to it, and I don't exude trying to make something work just because I feel the urgency. And I talked about this this is the one I did do a Substack about, the anti-urgency movement of just like, as much as most of our lives now are based on urgency when it comes to selling or things that you're looking to buy. Like, you get constant bombardment from the brands that you're looking at. They're telling you, hey, guess what? 20% off. Hey, guess what? You get a free this, you get free shipping. And we're constantly told that this is what you need, when in the end, when you really think about it, and when you sit with it and step out of the computer and step out of your phone and be like, okay, no, not right now, not right now. And I'm really proud of myself because I have been working so hard on this to not buy on impulse, because we, as a society in the States, we are consistently on impulse because we have Amazon at our fingertips. We have DoorDash. We have constant things that we can get just right now. The demand, like, to get things right now. And that's like the difference about what is happening in Europe, certain parts of Europe, and also this small town that we plan on moving to, because there is no urgency. It's slow. It's closeness. It's a belonging. It's connection. So anyway, so we said no to it, obviously, if you haven't got that. Yeah, we did not get this apartment. I'm so ecstatic that we didn't, because we're still looking. We're still moving forward, but I'm not from the place of fear, not from the place of panic or urgency. This is all still unfolding for both of us, as much as like we have still a lot to do when it comes to getting this house ready to sell. And I should be picking up the pace. But yeah, everything from now on is about not right now. Listen to your body, and don't settle for an urgent matter. Don't listen to the fear, because there's always something better on the other side. I truly believe in that. So if this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to join me on The Road Less Expected. It's my podcast. Sorry, not my podcast. My Substack, talking about slow travel, us building our lives back. It's scary here. It's just my thoughts. It's currently free. I don't have a paywall yet. I just want people to read what I have and see if I get people that like it. You can sign up on my website, trulyitaly.tours. It's on the homepage if you scroll down, or I'm just going to put the link in the show notes if you're interested. And if you've ever had a moment like this where your body knew before your mind did, or your mind is telling you a lie and your body's telling you the truth, send me a note, send me an email. I really do like to read people's stories. I love hearing people's stories. So yeah, that's about it. Allora, buongiorno, buonasera, buonanotte, wherever you are. See you on the next podcast. A presto. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the heart of Florence and beyond. I hope today's episode has inspired you to slow down, embrace authentic travel, and connect with the beauty of Italian culture. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the magic of Florence and Me with your fellow travelers. Until next time, remember, the best way to travel is slowly. Ciao for now. See you in the next episode.